Alright everybody, what's up Drive Fam? Welcome to another video. Today is the mock-up. We're going to be putting a wide body kit on this Chrysler 300, but first we have to change these spark plugs because these spark plugs are going bad. So we got 16 plugs and we got some new coil packs to go into the 300. So we're going to change these spark plugs and then we're going to mock up this body kit. I don't know today if we can actually get it installed or not, but I'm gonna just put the spacers on, see if we got clearance, and if we got clearance, good to go. So let's get these spark plugs changed real quick, and then we're gonna mock this body kit up. You know you haven't seen a Gen 1 wide body before, so hopefully we can get to this thing today, but I'm gonna go ahead and knock these spark plugs out real quick because they're due. So it most definitely was time for these things to come out. So you see it getting a little burnt. But we do got our new plugs and we're about to put our new plugs back in. Getting this thing running good again. Great again. Actually, it's gonna run a lot better after I do this. But it was most definitely needed, as you can see. Make sure you gap your plugs. The gap specs on this is from 43 to 45. So make sure you gap all your plugs before you put them back in there. You don't want to do that mistake. I learned this so many times with this BMW. This BMW has taught me everything. For one, it's hot outside. Two, I don't think these plugs were changed out when I got this new engine. Look at these things. That's why it's been running so crappy. I'm excited to see what it's going, how it's going to be running with them new ones in there. Gonna get a little bit of Hemi power. All right, 16 spark plug later. You got all of them in, and we do gotta go get a screw for that one because whoever did my head gasket, when they put the spark plugs back in there, they did not put a screw in there. They probably lost it. We got all of them back, tighten up. I got the new spark plugs in here, so let's see how this thing runs. All right, let's get our crank in. They crank up. When the car crank up, that's always a plus. We're gonna let it run for a little bit, let them new plugs get activated, and then we're gonna see what it's hitting for. We're gonna go to the store real quick because I gotta get those self-tapping screws for this wide body kit. Alright, it is time to stress test this car to make sure everything is running well and we installed these spark plugs right. I feel like it's gonna make a big difference, so let's go see. The car is running a lot like smoother, especially sitting here idling. It's not like rough as it was before, because before it was just like bad. Like, you can just tell like these spark plugs need to be changed, but right now kind of smooth. So hopefully everything checks out as we continue to drive, because you know as you continue to drive, problems start to occur. All right, so everything checked out. We did get rid of that misfiring code. Obviously, you can just tell like it needed some spark plugs bad, but we got those things changed out. Now we're gonna put these spacers on here to be able to see if we got clearance or do we need to cut the fenders when we put this wide body kit on here. Now, essentially, I don't want to cut my fenders because who wants to cut into their car? But I got a feeling like I'm gonna have to because it's already scraping real bad. So I can only imagine the wheels poked out a little further if they're gonna scrape or not. So let's see. Now, chat, as you can see, man, this space right here is very, very tight, and we already don't have a lot of room with this wheel being tucked in where it's at. So me bringing it out, essentially, I don't want it to be smacking the frame even more than it already is. And I do need some coilovers because these springs and suspensions suck ass right now. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna put our spacers on in the front and put our spacers on in the back, and then we're gonna see if and what it looks like when it's spaced out. We do have, I think, a 1.5 inch spacers all around. So yeah, this thing's gonna be looking pretty nasty with the wheels poking out. So without further ado, let's get into it. First, I'm gonna take these nugs. Well, I just want to crack these nuts real quick. Pause. We're gonna crack these nuts and then get this wheel off. Back all of them. Now let's jack this baby up and then put the spacer on. Alright, so we've run into a little bit of a problem. Our car is essentially too low, so the jack is not going to go underneath this car. So we have to find something to put underneath this tire so that it can elevate just enough for me to be able to put this jack underneath. Because right now, this thing ain't going underneath for nothing. So we got to find a piece of wood or something to get this tire a little bit elevated. All right, so the wood chuck finally chucked the wood right over here to my Chrysler 300 so I can lift it up. So found this wood piece. We're gonna lift it up with this, and hopefully this does the trick. All right, so just like I thought it would, the wood lifted it up just enough so we'll be able to jack this thing up. So without further ado, let's get this wheel off. If you don't follow DrivefamTv on Instagram, man, make sure y'all go follow on Instagram because essentially you will get videos first before they drop on YouTube. So y'all make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram and subscribe. All right, so we got our tire off. Now let's see if our spacers actually bolt up, like the lugs actually fit inside the tire, and see if they actually fit on the rim as well. So let's unbox these spacers. You know, essentially, if you're anything like me, when it comes to ordering parts, a lot of times I be ordering the wrong shit. And it's not on purpose, you know. Sometimes the manufacturers just be tripping, they be lying. But hopefully this bolts up like it's supposed to. If not, another couple weeks of waiting, I guess. But I got a good feeling about this. And it is a 1.5 inch hub centric spacer. So it should do a trick. But we should see. Let's see if this fits inside our tire. Hopefully it fits. All right, we're all good there. Now let's see if it hooks up to our spindle. I don't even know if it's called a spindle, y'all. All right, we all good there as well. So essentially our spacers check out. Now let's get these things bolted on so we can see what it looks like. this is what we looking like with the tire poked out. Honestly, bro, this thing looks so much more aggressive with this wheel poking out like this. And you gotta think about it. The wide body flares is gonna be over here. So eventually, essentially, it's gonna be poked in. It's gonna look like it's sitting flush. But for the most part, I think the wheel, I think, you know, we might not have too much of an issue with it rubbing. But I guess we'll have to find out. But 1.5 inch spacer, that's what we looking like. Not too bad. So, Drive fam, y'all stay along for the build, because I promise you, once we get this kit on here, we're gonna be looking right. But we do gotta get a couple more things before we do that. And two, we just gotta plan a little bit better because today was hot as heck. So we gotta get some screws for the kit. When we put it on there, we gotta get some glue for the kit, some panel glue, and then we gotta get a socket that's a little bit like thinner that can fit in this wheel, so we can tighten down those lugs a little bit better. And we probably gotta get some new lugs too, because these lugs are a little bit stripped out. So we're gonna get those lugs, get everything that we need for this kit to work, and then when the time is right, man, we're gonna put it on there. But we got everything we need. The last piece did come in, so we can finally get the ball moving with this thing. I just went ahead and just did it, knocked it out. But this thing looks so aggressive, man. Just look at the stance. Fitment is A1. But the only thing I can say is back here in this back, most definitely going over bumps, it's gonna be tough. Cause that thing poking, and we got like a fingers gap. Freaking monster truck in the back. And on this side, it's like even worse, it's like lower. Now I can't even fit my fingers in there. But it might be because this plastic piece is bent up. So it probably gets something to bend it up essentially, but it's already been kind of biting this big tire back here. But we got them all on there. Next, we get the body kit. So if y'all appreciate this video, man, go ahead, like and subscribe. I know I left out a huge chunk of me getting this thing done, but it's hot outside, bro. So it was like, I'm just trying to work, you know. I'll pick up the camera when I finish. But essentially, you saw the first part of what we did. Basically just taking the wheel off, putting the hub-centric spacer on there, and then bolting everything back up. But as you can see, the stance is looking mean, so she's halfway ready for that wide body kit.